Hey there, YouTube folks. What's happening? Man, this is like 2 days and we got archery season. So as you can see, I got kind of set up here. We got a couple crossbows out, got the firewood cut, got a couple of tree stands, and got the bugs to go with it too. But yeah, we're gonna hit some zone C and see if we can shoot. We went out and did a little scout and put some cameras up, and looks like there's some bucks in the area. So we're gonna give it hell, and that's all you can do. So we're gonna let you know. So I just wanted you to get a little preamp here and what we're about to do. And stay tuned. I'll send you some more footage and I'll see if we can get something done. Over and out. Welcome to Fran and Ann's Outdoor Adventures. Here we are along the banks of the Swanee River here at a place called Grotto Springs. This is the night before opening day of archery season, so we're getting set up right now. So I'm just going to let the camera roll. We set the tent up and get our things organized in here, and you guys can enjoy our experience. We've had this same tent right here for about 8 years. So we actually got it figured out about how to set it up pretty well. Usually me and her can knock this thing out in 15 minutes, but she's doing something else today. Good old Ozark Trail, 6-man tent. Plenty of room.
Chewy's in a river swimming.
Well, there's gators around here. Oh, they're tracking up and over. Chewy would be a nice little tidbit for a 12-foot alligator. Chewbacca.
Chewbacca went for a swim in the river.
Well, fortunately for him, Swanee ain't loaded with alligators. There's some, but his odds are pretty good.
Right.
Okay, that's nothing. Yeah, we'll run the other side through it and stand it up. Got this down to a scientific matter. Camera's rolling. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got plenty here. When I break out my backpack, I got more stuff in that backpack than shit has Shinola. Nothing like the excitement of hunting on opening morning. I could hardly sleep last night. We went out today and set the tree stands up, and the trail going in looked like a herd of deer, 30 strong, just ran through there. So we're real happy with our spot, and it looks to me like they did a controlled fire burn. And it was still smoldering. There were still flames along the side of the road. I don't know what possessed them to do that the night before opening day of hunting season for us hunters, but they did it. Nothing surprises me in this life anymore. We all see what happened to Charlie Kirkman. What a sad story. All right. All right, let's get this slid through. Oh, yeah. The beauty about North Florida is there's hardly any mosquitoes. We were doing this down south, let's say off of Big Cypress and Tamiami Trail. The yellow flies and the deer flies, and the mosquitoes would have picked up and left with us by now. But here I hardly get bit. It's almost euphoric. Be able to enjoy the woods and not get mosquito bit. Like I said, I come from South Florida, and man, when Palm Beach, we called off Palm Beach Cologne. All right, just like that, she's going to go up.
Julie, come here.
Goes a lot easier with two people, but
Ready for me?
we don't have that situation.
Ready for me?
I'll eventually get it, but yeah, with two people, it flies right up. Oh.
I wasn't sure if you were ready yet.
Just like that. After that day when I went somewhere, I was running.
I think you need more of this on your side.
Not a problem. All right. Change this biatch. And Hotel Rwanda's set up.
I just got to sweep inside real quick before it comes in.
All right.
There's a toy.
I'll go ahead and put some steaks in it. All righty. All right, let's put the hoodie on this sumo. Pretty damn good tent.
Good luck.
Yes.
Extreme winds. Remember?
Didn't you pay like $64 for this thing at Walmart?
Long time ago.
Yeah. And it ripped. Then we got warranty on it. Got another one. All right. Yeah, 6 man. It sleeps 6 easy, but we put a big old air mattress in there and let the dogs come in with it. Everybody's comfortable. All right, let's put the hoodie up from the front. There it is, okay. Slide through there in the front. This gives it like a little porch in the front. You can't beat it. Nice little porch.
I forgot my potty.
Oh yeah, the pee-pee teepee. It's all right. We got the river. HTH, hang the hooch. I'm sure other people use that term, but I used it for years. Going out in the boat, it's HTH. That's where the toilet's at. like that, we have a tent set up. And as you can see, Chewy was the help. He does it all. Chewy, what are you trying to do? Wreck the tent? We just put it up.
Come here, Chewy.
What a knucklehead.
I'm not going to get this dirt out of here.
Just swish it. Oh, swish to the side. Right here on the porch. Ain't that much. Every tent's got to have a little dirt. Gives you the itchies. And I'm going to set this up on a different perspective. All right, let's get this firewood over here. Wife had a mimosa tree she trimmed up, and I split some up, and we got plenty of firewood. We'll see how the mimosa burns. Not a fan of these fire rings, but got to follow the county rules. I like to be able to put my foot up and enjoy the fire and get right up on it. That thing kind of robs the glory. Yeah, people think camping is you just go jump in the car and go camping. Well, it ain't nothing like that. It took us a week to get ready. Had to cut wood, split wood, check all the equipment out, go get crossbow arrows, the new bolts. We had to get the new broadheads, new camping gear, some new camouflage. I got a nice little buck blower, good grunter. I'm gonna get some use of that, I hope. All quiet on the Swanee today. We whipped this stuff together pretty good as a team. I'm doing one thing, she's doing the other. We get the camp set up pretty damn quick.
Yes.
She's got the air mattress being blowed up over there. We don't sleep unless we're on an air mattress. You get older, you'll understand. Ain't exactly the greatest burner fire yet, but we'll get there. And it wasn't just as easy as getting a chainsaw out and cutting the wood. My wife did a tree job and had put the chainsaw somewhere I didn't know in our generator house, which was a great idea, keep it out of the weather, and she knew where it was at, but I didn't. So I ended up having to take the old chainsaw, my old pool land, it had a stripped out gear on it. Took another chainsaw and popped the cowling off and popped the E-clip out and swapped the gear over, and boom, I was able to cut all this up. By the time I got done, she breaks out the brand new skill that we bought, the sill, and that's how it goes.
Really?
But less miles on the bill, and we'll wear out the trusty old pool land, because I built my whole log cabin with pool land saws, so you won't ever hear me badmouth.
Chewy. Go sightseeing with us.
Check the size of that air mattress out she's got going over there. That's a Cadillac Mac Daddy. And I must say, it's sure nice to have power when you go to a campsite. Now, when you hunt the management areas in North Florida, it ain't like down south. Down south, you get to go out and camp, you know, where you're hunting at. They don't allow that up here. So the closest place that we can find is Mallory Swamp, where we're at. There's this place here. It's called Gornto Springs. I think it's the proper way to pronounce it. But man, beautiful oak hammock here right on the Swanee. Good catfishing, you know. And it's 5 miles to the tree stand in the morning, so really a good deal for us. Really a good deal. You gotta get a load of that air mattress over there. There's people that have beds in their house that ain't that nice. That son of a bitch is badass. Where did we get that one?
Store?
Well, you know, I kind of figured that. Could you narrow it down to which store and where we were at?
Missouri, one of them?
That's right, in Missouri. We had to pop one in Missouri. TT put his claws through it.
We had to warranty it.
He also put one through the bag in Vermont. Remember that?
Yes.
We were sleeping in that little lean-to cabin, and he got up there with his paws and popped it, and you and I woke up with our flat on the back on the board, freezing in August. Or no, we went for the fall. What time of the year was that?
October.
October, okay. Yeah, I sure remember it was cold as shit. We ended up going and buying a newspaper and stuffing it in all the rafters, keep the draft from coming through.
That was doing the Appalachian Trail.
Yes, it was. Look at that bed. Oh, I'm sorry, that thing is all bed. I got no complaints. That might be more comfortable than the bed we have at the house. Yeah, we'll let the dog sleep in the footbed area over there, and we get the master big pop. You're smiling for the camera there, babe. That was awesome.
I know.
Gotta mess with you.
I know.
But yeah, we feel good about our chances tomorrow. All the sign we've seen going in there tonight. That controlled burn flew me for a loop. I wasn't expecting to see that. Literally, there were still fires, little clumps about this big burning all the way down to both sides of the road coming in. So maybe that pushed them further back to us, because when we were out there the other day, we'd seen one or two prints. Today it looked like herds have been up and going down that trail. So gives us a reason to get a little pumped. I actually got to go through my, I pulled my trail cam out, and I got the card to pull it out and read with, so I brought my reader. So if I come up and then and go on that, I'll show you. Or maybe I won't. It's not good to give your spot away. But that's what we're hunting with right there. Those are crossbows. I think that camera's a little lopsided. I'm going to adjust it here so you're going to get some movement. A little better. Let me show you what we got. This is what I use. This is a Wicked Ridge 10-point, about 370. And I got to tell you, man, I swear by this thing. I had bought her a discount one, and I did it last year, or I guess the year before. It was called a Bruin Ambush. Third time we cocked it, it busted the limb right off the corner. And we drew all the way out there, got all set up to walk to the stand. She pulls it back and snap, and it was over. So I decided we can't go that route, to either get something equivalent like I had, the Wicked Ridge 10-point, which again, I can't say enough about this. I've had this for 10 years, and put a lot of deer down with this. Shot one little buck through the throat. Deer's throat's only about that wide, but it was all that was sticking out, and I put it right through him, so it's dead on the money. But recently, I picked this up for the wife, and the reason we're using crossbows is because I got injured some time back, and I broke my neck and my back and my ribs and things, so pulling those great big compound bows back, I did it for years, and it's just too much on my rotator cuff. I got run over by an airboat. Funny story on that, was one of my uncle's boats. Franny Taylor built the airboat. My buddy Bitt Smith bought it. We were cruising Lake Okeechobee, and he hit a mud spot, and I went forward, hit the shoulder on the grass rake. He ran me over, and the boat got light, so he got on top of me, and I didn't come up, and I tell you, I thought I was going to die right there in Lake Okeechobee. And he got on the throttle, and the next thing I know, I seen daylight. So anyway, yeah, I picked this up. This is a Barnett Whitetail 410. This is one bad mother, I have to tell you. I got it all set up. It's got the safety here, a little different than mine. You can't move it yet until you cock this bow. But it's got the wind up here. We've been using this pullback cord here. It works just fine, but I'm eventually going to buy the crank handle for this, and it didn't come with a quiver. So I'm just going to have to give my wife an arrow when she gets in a tree stand, and hopefully she can get it done with one arrow. I won't be far away, but yeah, this is a bad mother joker here, man. I tell you what. Either get yourself a 10-point or a Barnett, and you cannot go wrong. True story. But I got all new bolts for them. We got the carbon fiber, blood bolts they called. And I got these, people use, I've seen the Rages and all kinds of different ones they use. But I truly believe that these help this arrow fly straighter. If you look at some of the other ones, they all these gadgets that pop out when it hits the deer, and they just don't look so aerodynamic to me. If you actually think about how something flies, I can see that helping its arrow fly straight. So I set her up with a little cooking box the other day, and first time she shot that bow from 30 yards, she put it right in the center, so I'm confident she'll do well. that's the equipment. All right, we'll play around a little bit. I'll let you guys get a view of the Swanee River. Got a little cool front coming through here, a little breeze. Again, North Florida, and it's no bugs. I love it, man. It's real easy to get used to after coming from the swamps. Me and my wife took a ride recently. We went down to 41. We were actually heading to the Keys to go lobstering down there. And we took the back way, I-75 up 41 and across 29 to 41. We went to Joni's Blue Crab Cafe, and we couldn't even make it inside the door. The mosquitoes were so bad they were going to pick us up and leave with us. Took the fun right out of that, I have to tell you. Beautiful place. Don't get no prettier than this, man. North Florida is definitely a beauty show when you get outdoors. I'll tell you about that Joni's Blue Crab Cafe. We went in there and looked at the menu. There wasn't a single thing on that menu under $27 in the middle of the Everglades. I'm like, really? People ain't got that kind of money out there. What the hell are you talking about? You know, we really benefited when we had the 4 hurricanes up here. They had these little food plots there they were handing out. And we got a ton of these MREs. And, you know, we go camping. That's all we bring anymore. That's spaghetti and meatballs and sauce right there. It's got its own way to cook it. Water with a reactor plate in there. You pour it in there and it literally boils that thing. And in about a minute, that thing will burn your fingers. It's got a Pop-Tart in there. It's got a Tootsie Roll in there. Some cereal. You can't go wrong with these. We got a box of 24, so it didn't cost us a dime to come on this trip other than all the stuff we spent on, you know, crossbow equipment and things like that. But firewood was free. But anyway, wife's already indulging. There's my dinner. You got your citronella candle cooking?
Yes, the gnats are a little obnoxious.
Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some stories to tell. Put some blood on the knife and a hanging deer. We'll see. You're allowed to take a doe, but we're not going to take a doe, not on opening day. We're going to give our best effort to get a rack or, you know, whatever's walking around out there that's nice. Got to have 3 points on one side or a 10-inch main beam, so that's what we're looking to shoot. And the sign looks good up in there, so I feel good about that. You notice I got the sidearm on me here at the campground. The state of Florida, as long as you're fishing and you're going to fishing, from fishing, or to hunting and from hunting, you're allowed to open carry in the state of Florida, so I exercise that right. You never know. We got here and guy walked up here about 30 minutes later saying, you know, you're in my spot, but there's nothing here. So I told him, how can we accommodate you? And he said, no, you're good. I'm just going to wait till you all leave. So we're going to be here about 3 days doing our thing. We can take the spot over after that, but that's how it goes, man. Beautiful, serene place, no doubt. Well, I won't bore you with too much more campfire talk. Just kind of let you get a picture of what we got going on here. How was that?
Pretty tasty.
You didn't even heat it up.
I didn't. It was an easy way to have dinner for change.
Right on. Well, you look good doing it.
Well, thank you.
All right, man, let's go kill some bucks. All right, folks, over and out for now.
See y'all later.
Hey there, YouTubers. We didn't get no deer. We had a good time. Had a big old bar hog come in. I say bar hog because usually when somebody cuts the nuts on a hog and releases it, it'll grow, you know, past the normal 200 pounds that they reach. So they get, you know, 400, 600, 800 pounds. And the way this thing came in there grunting, and you could hear the guttural bellyish on that thing. He was huge, huge. But yeah, we had a good time. There was a hunter in a tree as soon as we got there. Me and my wife, we were 100 yards apart. And after it got daylight and I sat there for 30 minutes, a flock of birds came through, and I happened to look up, and about 30 feet in the air with a guy in a tree stand right between me and my wife. I texted her, and it took her 5 minutes to find the guy. She goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." So we all climbed down after about 10, 11 o'clock. We got down, and I mean, had a little powwow with him, and he agreed to move somewhere else. I mean, we had been there. We already set up a trail cam. I'd been working a place for 2 weeks, and he was fresh in from Ohio. So he was a real understanding hunter, and that's how it's supposed to be in the woods, mutual respect with each other. So I told him I'll move my stand, and he goes, no, no. He says, we pinned another spot up the road. His name was Tristan, and he got named Jake with him. He says, we'll just go to that spot. I'm like, that's fair enough, And me and my wife will stay here. We've already, cased this place out. So I moved my stand about 2 more times for the evening hunt, and we had a doe come in. She blew at us, but I didn't do any filming from the tree stand. I have an FHD 1080 camera, and when you open the little view window on there, it makes a loud digital sound. And I don't want to ruin my chance of shooting a buck by doing that. So we're getting new to this YouTube right now. So I need to get a GoPro. I guess those are the ones that are quiet. You can put them on your head. Your hands are free to hunt with. We don't have that yet. So I basically have a vlogger's camera. But we're doing the best we can with that. And hope you guys are enjoying the video. So I'm not going to bore you to death here. Follow us. We got more to come. And if you like what you see there, hit like, subscribe. We need some more followers to keep this thing going. So pleasure talking to you folks. Over and out.